Hey y'all, it's your girl tarotcardbae. I'm here to do your reading for 888 Lionsgate. I wanted to put something quick out. I actually pulled these cards first. I got this deck yesterday. I'm getting acquainted with it. I pulled these cards and the messages kind of resonated with me. So I wanted to share the message with you. Hopefully you'll be able to get this message. It can help with your affirmations. It can help you if you're going to any spiritual shops today and getting prepared for the new moon. So let's jump in. So this oracle deck is actually the Archetypes deck by Kim Krans. She also has the Wild Unknown Tarot. So this is the Wild Unknown Archetypes. The three cards I received are the Village, Temple, and the Bridge. It's funny, the Village, I don't know how much you guys know about me, but this Village card here, this mountain looks like Virginia. That is where I am located. So it really stuck to me. And I think that's the reason why I wanted to record this reading, because I was like, wow, this looks like the state in which I live. Now, the Village is in regards to the place that has raised you, your upbringing, your community. When this card presents itself, it's actually kind of a double-edged sword of telling you that your surroundings, your community has helped you become who you are. However, to get to that next level, you have to step out specifically on faith and away from the things that create comfort in your life. You need to be uncomfortable for growth. This also can signify moving. So if you're interested in moving, it's something you've been thinking about, or if you just feel stale dated being where you are, you feel some stagnancy, this card represents moving on from your village and your community for growth, going to the next level. Specifically with the Village, you will leave the village, however, you will return. But when you return, you will have more to bring back to the village because of everything that you've learned in the outside world. So again, this is about leaving your comfort zone, your community, but also returning with more light and more guidance. So it's kind of like bittersweet. You appreciate the thing that nurtured you, the hands that fed you, the people who've listened to you, the experiences that have guided you to this comfortable place in life. But those same comforts are what you have to release yourself from to get to the next level. So in the center card, we got Temple. This is a perfect card, I believe, for a Sunday, but just overall, this is a great card. So this is about what you worship, what worships you, what drives you, of course, your place of worship, but the things that you actually invest yourself in. What are those things? Do you worship material things more than spirituality? Do you go to a place of worship that doesn't really suit you, but you go there because it's something that's just a part of your history, your family dynamic? That card is urging you to look at what you're putting your energy, your heart into, where you're investing yourself. And if any adjustments need to be made, that's cool. This could also be a call to seek refuge in religion or spirituality. But for me, it also makes me think about motivation. Like, what are my motivators? So when I go to spirit, when I go to God, when I go to the universe, however you relate, when I ask for my affirmations, when I ask for my abundance, what is the purpose behind what I'm asking for? Is it for something that's just going to stroke my ego? I got 11:11 on the clock here in the East Coast. But is this something that's just going to stroke my ego, or is this something for the greater good? Is this something that's going to actually nurture my spirit, or is it going to be something just for the outside experiences? And then we got the Bridge, which is super dope for 888. The Bridge. Now, these are really the first three cards that I looked at in the deck. That's why I wanted to show this to you. I did read about the cards, but this is me reading and interpreting with our current energy. So, of course, a bridge in Viri is to have to connect two places. With 888 Lionsgate, of course, we are connecting more to the universe, spirituality. You might feel the energy shift. But for me, it makes me think of like what's needed to get to the next level, no matter if that is spirituality or career, relationship. What is your bridge? What will be needed? How will you feel more connected? So it really lends itself to the Temple card as well, because sometimes the Temple is what makes you connect to spirit. All of these things are connected. The bridge is a very spiritual card for me when I first took a look at it, because it does bridge your past, present, and future together. It bridges you to spirit, and it also bridges you to your higher self, your lower self, your inner child. It's just an overall card of connection for me. So that is our tarot, our oracle. I'm going to pull some tarot cards for 888 Lionsgate. What do we have for the collective energy? And I will show these cards. This is exactly what I want to see. So let me move these to the side, or move these up. I'll move these up. So the first card, as far as cards from the tarot in response to 888, we got 10 of Pentacles. We got the Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Wands upright. And this tarot deck is Tarot del Fuego. I'm definitely using that in the season of Leo. So for all of the readings I'm doing this month, I'm using Tarot del Fuego, Tarot of Fire. Now for the message from Tarot is an overall focus of abundance, of course. We have that here with the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is also clarified by the Page of Wands. That is very strongly focused on your passion, turning your passion into something that's profitable. I'm not sure if this is something that you wish to do. I know personally for the past few months, this is a wish of mine, taking something that I have a passion and a curiosity for with this Knave of Wands, which is the same as the Page of Wands, and making it something that can actually sustain me, something that can bring abundance to my life, not only in the material world, but on a spiritual level. Keep in mind, for me, the 10 of Pentacles is that everything card. So the 10 of Pentacles is your thought energy, your emotional energy, and your material world for me as a reader. So that is a focus of 888 for the collective. We also have Knight of Swords in reverse. This is in regards to communication. It's funny that I placed that under the Temple. Sometimes in life, and to have faith means you need to find solace, silence, and abundance, as well as obedience. So if your faith is loud, then maybe your words don't need to be as loud. This is a time to really connect with spirit. You might feel like you need to be in hermit mode right now. We got the King of Pentacles again. So the King of Pentacles acts, moves methodically, but with purpose. So when you're interacting with spirit, you're interacting with yourself, where you're putting your energy, going back to that Temple message about what drives you, what you invest in. Your response to that is being slow, methodical, and strategic. Building your wealth, being your highest self, pairing yourself or working with the divine to make sure you become this King of Pentacles energy, not fighting against spirit, and working with spirit to build the success that you want. I'm getting very strongly a message about silence. This is a time for you to not speak, act, and really, really lean on faith for your needs. All right, and then we got the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands under the Bridge card. Let's clarify that. Now, of course, when I first pulled the card, I thought about overall passion. Bringing your passion in. Having passion about your spirituality. Having passion about what that next phase of life looks like. Also, not turning your back on things that you have to leave behind. Like getting this strong feeling of not forgetting your past self. I know a lot of times when we talk about ascension, change, healing, a lot of times we think, okay, I'm not that person anymore, but don't forget that that person that you don't like so much is the reason why you are where you are. So that energy for change, that energy for innovation, that energy for a new start, you need to keep that passion going to get to the next phase of life and also not forget where you came from. Perfect card. We got the Death card. So transformation. Strong sense of transformation right now. Of course, that is one of the signifiers of the 888 Lionsgate. That's a signifier of we're going kind of from spring to the autumn. Overall change when it comes to how you feel about yourself, even how you feel about your connections in your life, how you feel about how you connect with spirit. So there may be a shift. You may see some like synchronicities going into August 12th. You may have some weird interactions with people, or you may be triggered. That old self might try to weasel its way back into your subconscious, might try to weasel its way back into your connections. And you have to remind yourself and really work on your transformation. You will be triggered. So if you have been feeling triggered lately, just know that the trigger comes before the change. All right, so next. And again, yes, this is my idea of a short reading. So next I'm going to pull some astrology cards. Astrology cards for the collective for 888. And before I pull those cards, this is just these are the perfect cards for 888 Lionsgate. Look at this. Beautiful cards. Beautiful. This is Oracle of the Radiant Sun. And these cards are astrology cards. So let's see what we got. We got eccentricity. This is a sign of Aquarius. This is your 11th house. Definitely a great sign. This is about embracing the things that make you unique and actually showing that off to the world. You see this creature, and I'm sure this creature has a name, but this creature is holding flowers, walking on water on top of that. But it looks different. We got fishes flying. We got, this is like half woman, half beast. But the face is of contentment. This person is not hiding who they are. This person is not hiding from the castle. This person is reveling in the fact that they are different and they're proud of that. Again, sign of Aquarius. All right, what's next? Concentration. This is the 3rd house. This is connected to Gemini as well. It's funny, again, I said this was about communication with the Knight of Swords in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and concentration. So this definitely backs up the archetype cards that this is a time for you to focus. This is a time for you to focus on where you invest, focus on your craft, focus on yourself. And you see how that little man is over the lips. Time to be quiet. Keep your moves kind of silent. Keep them tucked, but also put in that work. It's a time for you to act, not so much speak. I have no clue. Clearly my flash is on auto, so it just decided that was the right time, even though it's been dark the whole time. Lord, it's okay. We're gonna rock with it, and I'm gonna post this anyway. What's the 3rd astrology card here? 3rd astrology card. This is the second house, sign of Taurus, Venus energy as well. And this is Mercury. So I'm sorry. These two cards previously are cards of Mercury for the 11th house and the 3rd house. This card is the 2nd house, sign of Taurus, and this is Venus. This card is about protection. This card is about safety. And when it comes to the bridge, it's funny how we talk about the bridge. That's the spirituality part. There is some resistance right now in regards to your path. There is resistance in regards to spirituality. You might be getting messages from spirit that you're not paying attention to. However, to get to that next level, there has to be change. So you want to give the opposite of this resistance card. Embrace the change, embrace the transformation. Again, sign of Taurus, 2nd house, Venus energy. All right, last but certainly not least, I'm going to pull 3 crystal cards. Ooh, is that rose quartz? It is. So I got to take this one. So first card is rose quartz. Open up your heart. Citrine. Bring in the light. This is a great card. It's funny again that it comes with this, bring in the light with the temple. We also got King of Pentacles. Citrine is a great crystal in regards to manifestation, ambition, bringing more finances in as well. And then you know what's funny about the 3rd card? When I pulled up the deck and I looked at the bottom, Jade was at the very bottom of the deck. And I told myself, this is probably the card that I'm going to need. This is the crystal that I'm going to need for the reading. But then I shuffled anyway, and it came out. So Jade, we got be the bigger person. Again, that lends itself to bridge when it comes to your connections, when it comes to connections in all facets of life, not just romantically. But there is power sometimes in being the bigger person. That doesn't mean that you take on the weight of what the other person did. This means that you are emotionally intelligent enough to know when to hold them and when to fold them. And sometimes being the bigger person for the sake of this bridge, for the sake of connections, for the sake of growth, is what's necessary. It doesn't always feel good, but sometimes it is necessary. All right, so y'all know like I like to read to y'all. So let me pull rose quartz. All right, so for rose quartz, open up your heart. Embrace your first love. Remember that you had a first love, and your first love should be you. Embrace radical, unconditional self-love. This will help you, and this will help guide you to a place of understanding, patience, and joy, which you can then share with others. By embracing unconditional love for yourself, you open your heart to receiving the kind of love you need and deserve from others. So go ahead, fall head over heels in love with yourself. Only then will you be able to express that level of true love with that special someone. So core questions. What would it look like to show yourself unconditional love? What do you love most about yourself? And your affirmation with rose quartz is, I am love. Today, stand in front of a mirror, look yourself in the eyes and say, I love you 3 times. All right, next we're going to go to Citrine. And let me tell you, this is true. About self-love. I even recommend, if you're comfortable, depending on your home dynamics, for those working on self-love, is to be naked more often. Like, get really in touch with yourself. Get in touch with who you are. This is your life. It's time to love yourself now. No matter what your aspirations are, you might want to be an Instagram model. You might want to go get a BBL. You might be really working out to get to where you want to go. But, love yourself now. It's always time to love yourself. There's no perfect place. There's no perfect body. Like, there's no perfect time. Love yourself now. All right, so for Citrine. All right, Citrine, bring in the light. Let the sunshine pour in. Some spiritual vitamin D will lift your spirits and your sights on life. Let happiness be the choice you make every day. Just like the sun bursts through the fog on a cloudy day, you have the ability to bring in light, even when you might be feeling a little blue. You are in charge of the weather within your environment. Embrace what it feels like to feel good and make a conscious effort to stay in the light. Isn't this a dope card for 888 Lionsgate? I don't think, do I have my Citrine over here? Crystals just be everywhere. Oh, I do. I think I showed this one before. Definitely do. Very pretty. Put that there. All right. Now, the questions you want to ask yourself in regards to Citrine, that's going to drive me crazy. That's going to drive me crazy. I'm not going to touch it anymore. What brightens your day? When are you the happiest? How does it make you feel to stand in the sunlight? Today, affirm, I let the light back in. Today, watch the sunrise or the sunset. Be like me. I'm going to be in the streets tonight. I'm going to be out there with my affirmations. Makes sense that this goes with the temple card, especially for 888 Lionsgate. This is time for you to connect with spirit, go to your place of worship, go to your vacant spot, wherever your sanctuary is, and bring in that light. And if you don't feel the light, ask for it. Ask for the light to be shown to you. So your crystal action is, I let the light back in today. Again, watch the sunrise or sunset. All right, now we got Jade, which is super beautiful. And I actually have to meet one of my favorite people today at the spiritual shop. So I might pick some jade up because that's not a crystal that I have. And I love green crystals. I don't know if it's because I'm an earth sign, but I love the color green. I love green crystals. So jade is be the bigger person. Take the high road. You have the power to choose how to interact with the people in your life. You can either lift each other up or drag each other down. You can be small and give your power away, or you can be the bigger person and stand strong in your convictions. To elevate your spiritual maturity, be mindful, respond instead of react. Don't take things personally. Listen without getting defensive. I think this is a message for me, y'all. Instead of letting conversations and encounters get to you, brush them off and maintain your composure. This is your power. Sometimes you say more by keeping silent and getting further by remaining still. Today, ask yourself, do you often take things personally or get defensive? Are you in control of your responses to others? How can you be more mature in your relationships? Your crystal action. So today you want to affirm, I show up as my most mature self. Today, take the high road in all situations. Again, when it comes to those bridges, when it comes to those connections, you might, you definitely might have some interactions that are testing you, triggering you, trying you. But Spirit is here to back you up. Spirit is here to let you know it's okay. It's not being defeated if you take a higher ground. It's actually conserving your energy. It's actually conserving your brand, conserving who you are as a person. And you never really want to put yourself in a situation where you look back and you have regrets. I know I've done that. I've flipped out. Then I looked back in a situation, and even though maybe I was right, my reaction made me wrong. So definitely keep your power when it comes to your connections to yourself and to others. All right, y'all, I wanted to bring you this. I know there's a lot of 888 readings. I wanted to do something a bit different. Of course, I didn't want to show my face because I didn't feel like doing my hair. And I felt like this motivation and this message is it's more important than me showing you my face. Y'all know what I look like. There's a whole bunch of videos up here. So, and a lot of people like the card view a bit better. So anyways, I hope you all have an amazing 888. I hope that you are feeling as inspired as I've been feeling lately to make all my dreams come true. Another message that I wanted to give is about your inner child. My friend shared something with me today about writing a letter to your inner child during 888. My friend Roxy, hey Roxy, thank you. And I thought that was so dope. I know for me personally, I'm getting into a lot more creative projects and feeling free. And that's something I'm going to do. Write a letter to my 5-year-old self and apologize. Start off by apologizing for hiding that part of myself, and also letting my 5-year-old self know that I wouldn't be me without them, without that self. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Be safe out here. I love y'all and see you soon. Holla.